That's a nice little town. I almost went to work for a radio station. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Girls Basketball, Sectional 8, Class 4A on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 25 years in business. Our other participating sponsors in tonight's broadcast include Noblesville Trophies, Community Health, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Smith's Jewelers, Indiana Restoration, the Hamilton County Calendars, and Bill Clifford for Sheriff. Perry, we're just a few minutes away from the tip-off of what's probably going to be one of the best sectional finals in girls basketball that we have seen in a long time. Is the Hamilton Southeastern Royals will be the visiting team tonight in their dark blue jerseys against the Carmel Greyhounds in the light jerseys. And as the introductions go on, Perry, let's just talk a little bit about this game and a little bit about the perspective on this game.
Absolutely. One thing I want to do is a shout out because not only this game we got Southeastern and Carmel, two Hamilton County teams, but Hamilton Heights is playing in the championship game in 3A at Blackford.
Yeah.
And University School is playing in a 1A championship tonight. So good luck to those teams. But on this game here, last night Sidney Parrish had a great evening, scoring 30 points. This game, the one thing about the Noblesville game is Tommy Taiwo got her season low. I mean, that's the lowest point total that she's done all year long. Blake Smith and McWilliams picked up the slack on that last night. But look for Taiwo to be more a part of this game tonight.
Well, this promises to be probably one of the best sectional finals that we have going on here. And, they always talk about seeding these teams. A lot of the people say, well, they ought to be seeded. They ought to be seeded. They ought to be seeded. Well, in this particular sectional, it wasn't seeded, but it just was, call it the luck of the draw here with the Royals and the Greyhounds getting the draw and ending up in the final game. But they both had to win games before they got here, too. And certainly the Noblesville Millers gave the Carmel Greyhounds all they could handle last night. And the Royals had an easy victory over the Fishers Tigers. We're underway. Molly Walton with the initial tip for the Royals. Ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to give it back to the Royals.
Brad, we talked about the great game that Parrish had, but also with Jackson, Hamilton, Irvin, and Walton, those are all three girls that, Jackson and Hamilton going in the game here has scored over 500 points, both of them. So
going to have a jump ball here, and the Greyhounds will get possession of this on the alternating possession. Now, you will notice one thing a little different tonight. If you watched the games earlier this week and last night, our cameras are on the opposite side of the gym tonight. So
that's right.
Got a little bit of a different view.
Little look, right?
Yep. The Greyhounds with their first offensive possession of the night. Amy Dilk, as usual, in charge. Two-point by Reagan Hune. She misses. Royals come right back. Here's Taya Irvin with a three. She misses. That one is saved by Amaya Hamilton. Three on the way from Sidney Parrish. She misses. And that goes out of bounds. A lot of shooting action already and no score.
Absolutely. It looks like maybe a little bit tight, Brad, maybe here at the beginning. But these are both veteran ball clubs, so this is going to wear off pretty quick, I assure you.
Yeah, a little case of the nerves and jitters here playing in a sectional championship. But Dilk with three, rings in and out, rebounded by Sidney Parrish. Played already a minute, had about a half a dozen shots, and no score on the scoreboard. Taya Irvin over in the corner to Malia Jackson. Jackson back to Irvin. Irvin gets it to Molly Walton. She drives, gets it back out to Sidney Parrish. Three on the way from Parrish. That's no good. That one's rebounded by, looked like Jasmine McWilliams got that. Here's Tommy Taiwo with a 3. So Tommy Taiwo opens up the scoring in this game with a 3-point goal for the Greyhounds. Greyhounds take the early lead here with about 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
And Brad, that equaled their total last night for the whole game. So
good effort there on the part of Taya Irvin. Got her own rebound, got fouled, and I believe Taya Irvin's going to go to the line for 2 shots for the Royals.
So far, Brad, the Southeastern Royals have kind of dominated. I know we're early, but kind of dominating the backboard.
Well, if the Greyhounds are going to foul anybody out there, they want to foul Taya Irvin. She only shoots 31% from the line, but she does get the first one. One more for Irvin. It's up. Gets the roll. Well, that will improve her free throw percentage. Amy Dilk brings it across the timeline for the Greyhounds. Over to Taiwo, back to Dilk. Dilk with a 3-pointer on the way. That one bounces in off the net, and it goes out of bounds, and last touch by the Royals. Nice sized crowd on hand at the Tiger Den on 131st Street, just out east of Fishers tonight. Greyhounds setting up the offense once again. Taiwo looked like she was going to drive, but she didn't. That ball was tipped out of bounds by Molly Walton. Reagan Heun will inbound it for the Greyhounds. 3-2 in favor of the Greyhounds. 5.5 minutes here in the first quarter. Dilk looking to set the offense. She puts the jumper up, does not get the roll. Rebounded by Molly Walton. And there's going to be a foul called on that play. Well, that's 2 fouls now on the Greyhounds, one on Taiwo and one on Blake Smith. None so far on the Royals. Royals with the ball. Malia Jackson with the jump shot. It rings in and out. Shooting percentage for both of these teams a little low here to begin with. Dilk outside the 3-point line. Dilk looking to set it up. Heun drives back out to Dilk. Thought about taking the 3, but doesn't. There's a 3 on the way, and that is good.
Tommy
Taiwo, I believe, got that, didn't she?
Yes, she did. That's 2 threes for Taiwo.
Yeah, Taiwo with all 6 of the Greyhound points so far. Sydney Parrish drives, misses.
Blake Smith on the
rebounded
rebound.
by Blake Smith. As usual, Amy Dilk brings it down the court. Dilk inside, under the basket to Blake Smith. She gets the easy layup for the 2 points. And the Greyhounds have jumped out to an 8-2 lead here in the middle of the first period. Malia Jackson looking for help outside. That ball is tipped, intercepted by the Greyhounds. Amy Dilk got that. Long 3 on the way. That one is good. Another 3 for the Greyhounds. And they are lighting it up from the 3-point line so far tonight, to Perry.
Absolutely.
And Coach Chris Huppenthal calls a timeout. While he's talking a timeout, let's have a word from one of our sponsors.
Absolutely. Logan Street Signs and Banners. Specializing in those last-minute signage and banners. Serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. You know, Brad, the difference in this ball game right now is Taiwo. She's hit 3 threes, so she has 9 points of the Greyhounds 11.
Well, Coach Winland has got an arsenal of players there that are just unbelievable, and one has an off game like Taiwo had one night, and the next night she comes back, and 4 minutes into the game she's already scored 9 points, which bodes well for the Greyhounds. Sydney Parrish yet to get on the board for the Royals. She had 31 in the game last night against Fishers. A lot of full court pressure there. Malia Jackson breaks it, brings the ball down. Out high to Taya Irvin. Irvin looking for help. Over to Parrish. Parrish drives, tries to lay it up, and she's on the board. Sydney Parrish with her first 2 points of the game. That makes it an 11-4 game in favor of the Carmel Greyhounds. Dilk looks for the three again. She's got it. Nothing but net. Amy Dilk with her first field goal of the night, and it's a three. 4 of the 5 field goals scored by the Greyhounds have come from outside the three-point line, Perry. Royals trying to slow it down, get their act together here. Malia Jackson guarded closely by Taiwo. There's Molly Walton, spins, puts the layup up, does not get the roll, but that's off the hands of Amaya Hamilton. And the Greyhounds will have another opportunity here to extend this lead, which is now at 14-4. Under 3 minutes here in the first quarter rather. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. That's Amy Delk out there on the floor setting up the offense for the Greyhounds. Taiwo with the drive. Taiwo in the corner rather. Dilk back into the corner again. 10-foot jumper. Hits the backboard. Recovered by Sydney Parrish.
Not sure that wasn't partially blocked a little bit there, Brad.
Parrish with the shot. Now is that shot going to count or?
No, it's
Tommy Taiwo picks up the foul.
That's her second.
That's her second. That could be a problem for the Greyhounds later in this game if Taiwo gets in foul trouble. Molly Walton looking for help. Back to Malia Jackson. Jackson in the corner. That's Amaya Hamilton. She shoots. She misses. But there is a foul called on that.
I think it's the way he called on McWilliams.
Yeah, Jasmine McWilliams gets that one. So the Greyhounds have already got 4 personal fouls. The Royals have none. And that's going to put Amaya Hamilton at the line. Hamilton shoots 77% from the free throw stripe. She gets both. Royals just need to kind of slow down here, take their time. They can get back in this game. There's plenty of time. We're under 2 minutes in the first quarter. Dilk out high again. Back to Dilk. 3 on the way from the corner. That one is good again. I think that was Tommy Taiwo again, Perry.
You're right. It's Tommy Taiwo.
That gives her 12 points alone here in the first 6.5 minutes of the game. Wow. Royals turn it over. Dilk. Hune back to Dilk for a 3. She's got it.
Gosh, that's her second.
It is raining threes for the Carmel Greyhounds. They come out to a 20-6 lead with 1 minute 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And let's take a commercial break, Perry.
All right, Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provide you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online at noblesvilletrophies.com. Brad.
That's me.
HCTVcalendar.com since 1992.
You know what that is?
Yes, sir, I sure do, because that's a calendar that gives you all the information on local events going around and all the sports events in Hamilton County high school sports. And you can also post your own for free.
I call it the Katie calendar.
That's right.
Our buddy Katie put that whole thing together for us, and it's a great great tool for, in as you say, Perry, it is absolutely positively free. Well, it's been open and free on the threes tonight so far for the Greyhounds. They've got 7 field goals, of which 6 of those field goals are from beyond the arc. Royals trying to get something rolling here. Sydney Parrish does not get the roll, and Reagan Hune comes up with the rebound and into the hands of none other than Amy Dilk, who's headed up to Ann Arbor with our friend Emily Kaiser to play basketball for the Wolverines next year. Is that going to be a combination, or is that going to be a combination?
Man, it's going to be exciting for us people in Indiana and Hamilton County to watch those two.
Normally, I don't think you would see the Greyhounds holding off this much at the end of the quarter, but with a 20-6 lead, and they also get the first possession of the second quarter, they've got an opportunity here, if they keep draining threes, Perry, that they can almost put this game out of reach here very, very early. And
I think that's why Coach Epps called 2 timeouts so far already.
Dilk sets it up. Smith back to Dilk. 3 on the clock. She shoots. She gets it right at the buzzer.
Wow-wee.
So we have played 1 quarter of basketball from the Fisher's Tigers Den. It's the Carmel Greyhounds 23, the Hamilton Southeastern Royals 6.
Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when the patients need them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check them out on their website, ecommunity.com.
You know, Perry, there's 2 differences in this game so far. The difference is called
3.
Well, number 1, it's the threes, but the Greyhounds defensively have just come out and taken the game away from the Royals. The Royals have not been getting any second chances. They have not been getting good shots. And, fortunately for the Greyhounds, they've come down the court. And, as I said, 7 of their 8 field goals so far are 3-pointers. I'd like to look that up and see if that's some kind of a record, because that has got to be, if that's not a record, it's awful doggone close. I have never seen a team do 7 3-pointers in a quarter like that. But bottom line is it's 23-6 in favor of the Greyhounds. Starting quarter number 2, my mistake, the Royals did have the possession. Molly Walton looking for help up high, gets it back to Sydney Parrish. Amaya Hamilton looks for help, has the ball tipped, double teamed by Hune. Royals got it. 3 on the way, that one's missed. And Amaya Hamilton comes up with the ball, but they do call a jump ball, and that one is going to go over to the Greyhounds. So the Royals, with their first possession of the second quarter, get a shot off, but do not get more than 1 and lose the ball on the alternating possession on the jump ball. Amy Dilk. Maddie Sears is in the game now for the Greyhounds.
Which gives them another.
Here's Taiwo again, and she hits another one.
Brad, I don't know what. You're right. I don't know what the state record is on. It is on Hickory Huster.
Yeah. Well, that was not Taiwo. That was Reagan Hune on that. I'm sorry, my mistake. In the corner, all the way across to Malia Jackson. Corner to Molly Walton. Back to Taya Irvin. Irvin launches a 3. She misses. The ball goes out of bounds and into the hands of the Greyhounds. Taiwo is on the bench right now. She's playing with 2 fouls. Probably not a bad move on the part of Todd Windland with a large lead like this. And she has had the hot hand. But, how many times have we seen a player have 1 hot quarter and then end up going cold? But probably at this point, more of a strategic thing to rest her in case she's needed later in the game.
And you and I have seen Maddie Sears. She can hit the 3 in a heartbeat, too. Mm-hmm.
Dilk out high.
Dilk's got complete control of this basketball.
That's Sears.
Team.
Back into McWilliams. Sears. Dilk. Just kind of playing keep away, going right around the three-point line.
Of course, when you're up 20, you can do that.
Yeah. Another three on the way. I think that's the first one they've missed, isn't it? Two misses in a row. That's going to be a jump ball, and that one's going to go to the Royals. 5:59 to go here in the second quarter. Royals are down to the Greyhounds by 20. But you know, a Chris Huppenthal team, Perry, they will never give up regardless of what the score is. Sidney Parrish having trouble getting the ball inbounds, finally gets it to Malia Jackson. Greyhounds retreat from what looked like it might be some token full court pressure. Parrish working the ball around. Jackie Malucci in the game for the Royals now. Parrish once again with the ball. And we got a foul called here on the Greyhounds. I think that may go on possibly. Amy Dilk was in the neighborhood there when that happened. I don't know if they called that on her or not. No, it's on number 33, Mackenzie Wood, who is in the game now. That's 5 fouls on the Greyhounds, none on the Royals so far. Parrish looks to set up the offense. Molly Walton. Royals have been able to penetrate, but they just have not been able to get the ball to go into the net. Jackie Malucci. Malucci under the net to Malia Jackson, and Malia Jackson gets her first 2 points of the game. That makes it 26-8. And we had a foul called on that. Jackson's going to have the chance for the 3-point play.
It's on Dilk.
Yeah, and that one's going to go on Amy Dilk. That'll be her first. And now, more important, that's the 16th foul of the half already. So the Royals will be shooting free throws for the rest of this half. So far, they're 5 for 5 from the free throw line. So 2 field goals and another 3-pointer. Or that was a 2, I'm sorry. No, that was a 3. That was a 3. I thought that was a 2. That one went to Reagan Hune. No, they have called that a 2. That is a 2-point goal. So our scoreboard needs to update there at the bottom of your screen. I think everybody thought that was going to be a 3-point goal, and it ended up being a 2. So the score is 28-9. Another foul called. That one on Reagan Hune. That's number 7, or number 8 on the team, 7 on the team. Molly Walton missed the front end of the 1-and-1. First foul of the night being called on the Royals. Shelby Ford picks up that foul. She's making her first appearance of the game. Amy Dilk down in the corner, double teamed. 2 Royals on her, and it's going to be a jump ball.
This is Carmel, isn't it?
Yeah, the ball will stay with the Carmel Greyhounds. .435 in the first half. 19-point advantage for the Greyhounds, trying to add to it. They do not on that shot. Finally rebounded by Malia Jackson. Jackson brings it up the court. Sydney Parrish back to Malia Jackson. She drives, lays it up, misses. Rebounded by, looks like Amy Dilk got that ball, of course. Intercepted by Malia Jackson. Royals with a chance to dig into this score. 3 on the way from Sydney Parrish. She does not get the roll. Bounces over the backboard and will go out of bounds to the Greyhounds.
For those people watching the game, keep a close eye on Reagan Hume because she's guarding Sydney Parrish.
She's doing a good job on her.
She's staying right with her.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, they switch off some, but the majority of it, Reagan Hume's on, and she's very, very quick.
Mackenzie Wood on the floor there for the Greyhounds. Inside and laid up and in by number 23, Jasmine McWilliams, and she picks up her first 2 points of the night, back to a 21-point lead for the Greyhounds. Malia Jackson with it, drops it off to Jackie Malucci. Malucci looked to drive, decided to back off. Gets the ball back to Shelby Ford. Shelby Ford with the 18-foot jumper misses. And that one is rebounded by Jasmine McWilliams into the hands of Amy Delk. Over around the three-point line, back up high to Delk. Delk to Hune. Hune with a three-point shot. They are just draining these three-pointers. I've never seen anything like this before, Perry. Wow.
Unbelievable.
That's all you can say is wow. And, I mean, give the Greyhounds credit. Correction, that was Tommy Taiwo who was back in the game. That was not Reagan Hune. I thought I saw 32, but in reality it was 22. Shelby Ford with the jump shot. She is short. The Royals just can't buy a basket.
That's 15 points for Taiwo, who averages 17 a game.
Yeah. So. Royals pick up a foul on the inbound play. And
Wood come out of the game.
That one is going to go against Molly Walton. Back out to Amy Dilk.
Blake Smith
tries to get it inside. It was tipped by Taya Irvin. Maya Hamilton brings it down. Back to Sydney Parrish. Look at Hune on Parrish. She's right on her, isn't she?
Yeah. She's going to be able to tell you what kind of gum she's chewing. I can tell you that.
Parrish inside. Amaya Hamilton misses the shot but gets fouled. I'm guessing that that's probably go against Blake Smith is what it looks like.
Yeah. That's her second.
Maya Hamilton with 2 shots.
They got to hit their free throws.
That goes on Blake Smith, as you said. That's number 2 on her. The Royals still not even in double figures.
44 Berglund comes in for Blake Smith.
Hamilton gets the second free throw, picks up her 3rd point of the night. Macy Berglund, a 5'9" junior forward, in for Todd Whittling's team. Sears, Hune, taken by the Royals. That's Amaya Hamilton. Takes it all the way end to end and gets the bucket. That was Taya Irvin. I'm sorry, Perry. Dilk. Berglund back to Dilk. Dilk looking to set it up. Hune out high. Back out high to Amy Dilk. About a minute and 10 seconds remaining in the half, which is totally belonged to the Greyhounds. That ball goes up. It's a miss, but there's going to be a foul called on that. Going to be an offensive foul, it looks like.
That'll be on Delk.
That one's going to go on Molly Gillick, I believe.
Wow. I figured it would be on Delk.
I did too. Jump ball there. We go to the Royals. 56 seconds remaining.
Very uncharacteristic of The Greyhounds having so many fouls here.
Mm-hmm.
But they're playing some tight defense now. I mean, look at Hune all over Sidney Parrish.
Yep.
Man.
Malia Jackson trying to set up the offense. Taya Irvin out high. Molly Walton takes a shot, but she's fouled. She's going to go to the line for 2.
I'm thinking that's going to be against McWilliams.
Yeah, it is Jasmine McWilliams who picks that one up. That is her second. 9th team foul of the half. Molly Walton will have 2 shots. 0 for 1 so far tonight from the line. Now 0 for 2. Talk about a half where nothing has gone right, Perry. It's just not going right at all for the Royals. Walton gets the second of 2, her first points of the night.
I'll tell you what, there's not many times we haven't seen Amy Delk bring the ball down the floor. Oh, my
That
gosh,
one's taken by Parrish. Over to Molly Walton. She gets it in the corner to Malia Jackson. Jackson misses. So that's recovered by.
I think Delk
it
dribbled it on the line.
Yeah, it went out of bounds, and the Royals will have the ball with 18:6 remaining on the clock. 33-13. That is the score. That is not a misprint. Malia Jackson takes it around the 3-point line. Back in the corner to Irvin. Irvin all the way across to Walton. Walton makes the 3-point goal. Molly Walton tightens it up just a little bit with a 3. Final shot misses. So at the end of one half of Sectional 8 championship, it's the Carmel Greyhounds 33, the Hamilton Southeastern Royals 16. We'll be back with halftime activities after this message from our sponsors.
The IHSAA, in partnership with Blue Frame Technology, is pleased to announce that you can now watch your favorite IHSAA sports on the all-new IHSAA TV Apple TV app. Watch live or search through thousands of archived broadcasts. Have an older Apple TV? You can still watch on your TV by going to AirPlay on your iOS device and choosing Apple TV. Download the new Apple TV app now in the Apple TV App Store.
We all have our own story about community.
I truly felt that each doctor, technician, and nurse had the same goal: provide exceptional care and make it simple.
Because of my chronic illness, I have an entire team on my side.
With Community's My Chart, I keep track of everything.
When community says exceptional care, simply delivered, those aren't just 4 words at the end of a TV spot.
It's for community patients at the end of a TV spot.
Telling you to believe every word.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Breast care navigation at Community is a lot like sailing. Navigators have to read the wind without seeing the wind.
The breast care navigator will follow the patient and their family through the continuum of care.
My nurse navigator was always there.
Just to be an advocate for that patient.
You need the biggest support system that you can, and to know that you have one other person there who can help you through it is definitely something that is amazing.
Welcome back to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Girls Basketball Sectional 8 from the Tiger Den on the campus of Fishers High School, featuring the Hamilton Southeastern Royals and the Carmel Greyhounds. Our broadcast is presented tonight by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 25 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health, Church, Hiddle, and Antrim, Smith's Jewelers, Indiana Restoration, the Hamilton County Calendars, and Bill Clifford for Sheriff. My name is Brad Silbert. Alongside me is Perry Williams. And Perry, it was, to say the least, a very interesting quarter, especially the first quarter, when the Greyhounds just came out of the box hotter than all get out and went out to a 23-6 lead in that first quarter, basically on all great defense and three-point shooting.
We talked about Tyrell before the ball game, only getting 3 points in last night's game, and man, she's exploded for 5 3-pointers in this first half, and has shown people that that was just a little bit of a slump last night.
Yeah,
she's ready to play, and that's what great players do.
Yeah. All of her scoring has been from beyond the three-point line. She also picked up a couple quick fouls, but that large lead that the Greyhounds got out to gave Coach Windland a chance to put her on the bench and let her rest a little bit and, hold her back for the rest of the game, because it's not a 20-point lead anymore. At one point, I think the maximum lead was 21 or 22 points.
Right.
Right now, it's a 17-point lead, which is not unsurmountable. But if the Greyhounds can just continue trading baskets with the Royals, that's all they've got to do to win. To win this game. That's a big lead against a good team to try to come back to. And not saying that the Royals are not the type of team that could do it, but if Sydney Parrish catches on fire, and she's only got 2 points in this game so far tonight, that could be a big difference maker in this. But as you said earlier, Reagan Hune drew the assignment on Parrish, and she has done an excellent job guarding Sydney Parrish tonight.
Yeah, and I think Reagan Hune's got 5 points herself, so she's played not only great defense, she's got some offensive points. One thing before we touch on this, Brad, the winner of this game will go to the Kokomo Regional, okay? And the semifinal game, this winner will play the winner of the Zionsville Lafayette game tonight at 10 a.m. on Saturday. And then the second semifinal at noon will match up Fort Wayne South against Muncie Central winner tonight, and Carroll or Fort Wayne Northrop. Fort Wayne South has got a great ball team, and they're playing Muncie Central, who has a losing record. So probably Fort Wayne South will come out of that, and then the Carroll Northrop. That's a toss-up. That's a toss-up, but I think you got to maybe give a little bit of a favor to that to Carroll, because the game is in their gym, and if anything is going to give them a little bit of an edge, that might give it to them. But that game will be at noon, and then the championship. Now, normally, on a Saturday night, most of the championship games normally start at 7. But in order to give the teams both a chance to get some rest and get their legs back, the championship game will be at 8 o'clock on Saturday night. Yeah, because
from Kokomo.
They have to. I think the rule. I think they have to have 6 hours rest.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
So that could fluctuate a little bit if you get some overtimes and stuff like that. All right, sounds like they're buzzing the buzzer.
We are ready to go here, and the Greyhounds will have the first possession of the second half with a 17-point lead, being led by Tommy Taiwo with 15 points so far tonight. All-star Amy Dilk at 9. Taiwo and Dilk, every one of their points have been from behind the arch.
All right, here we go.
Dilk setting up the offense for the Greyhounds. Hune back to Dilk. 3 on the way from Taiwo, and she steps on the court. Did not score in the second quarter, but comes right back out less than a few seconds into the quarter. She's got 18 points on the board already. And the Royals turn it over on their first trip down. Blake Smith to inbound the ball. No challenge from the Royals as far as any kind of pressure. Amy Dilk setting it up.
I don't think you'll see the Greyhounds in a big hurry yet.
No, they've got a good lead here. They've got a 20-point lead. Their shooting has been excellent so far tonight, and there's really no reason to push it at this point.
By the way, that's the 10th three-pointer here in the ball game.
Yeah, amazing. Another 3 on the way. That one misses, but rebounded by the Greyhounds, and we're going to have a foul called. And I believe that Jasmine McWilliams is going to go to the line for 2 shots. Those will be the first foul shots of the night for the Greyhounds. The Royals did not commit, rather the Royals had 2 personal fouls in the first half, but never got to the Greyhounds never got to the line. Jasmine McWilliams makes the first one.
That's one thing Coach Heppenthal cannot be concerned with is fouls. So
and that one went against Sydney Parrish, her first. McWilliams lines it up. Second shot on the way, does not get the roll, but rebounded by the Greyhounds, who were right there. And that was Reagan Hune who took that ball away from the Royals. And so one foul shot and a field goal, and the Greyhounds are in business. They get the rebound, and they are just cruising along, Perry. Under the basket, an easy shot for Jasmine McWilliams. She's got 5 points, and the Royals are going to have to take a timeout here, Perry. They just cannot afford to let this thing get totally out of hand, which right now they've been outscored 6-0 in less than 2 minutes.
Church Hitland Anthem, for personal injury claims to complex business litigations to divorce cases. Church Hitland Anthem protects the rights of individuals, businesses, schools, government bodies all around Indiana, including Noblesville, Fishers, Maryville, and Tipton. You can contact them at the Noblesville office at 317-773-5320.
You know, Perry, this Carmel Greyhound team is a team that over the season is averaged 70 points per game. And at the pace they're at now, just at halftime, they're actually below that 70-point level. But it looks like they're going to get probably awful close to that. And the Royals, they only average 51.9 per game. So there's almost a 20-point gap right there. There's an 18-point gap there in what we're seeing.
Hey, Brad, we need to thank all our viewers tonight. I noticing on Twitter here and stuff, a lot of people from that Carmel area watching the game over there.
Another interception. That one's missed, but there's going to be a foul called. No, I'm sorry, that ball went out of bounds. I thought there was a foul called. Royals get the ball back. Yeah, it's great to have everybody watching tonight. Sorry to interrupt you there, but we had some game action. As per usual, the Greyhounds just take the thing away from the Royals and score another 2 points.
And that, once again, is number 22, Taiwo with the basket.
Taiwo, they've got her on board now for points. Wow. What a performance tonight. Reagan Hune, that's going to be her second. Having a little bit of a technical problem with one of our cameras here, so please bear with us. Molly Walton is at the line for the Royals. (43-18), 5:50 left in this game. Molly Walton with a field goal for the Royals.
She's got 6 points now, Brad.
Greyhounds pick up another foul here. That one's going to go on Blake Smith. That is going to be her third. 2 team fouls in the half so far for the Greyhounds.
Here we go.
Royals setting it up here, trying to chip into this 23-point lead. Malia Jackson, Taya Irvin, Molly Walton in the corner. She drives, lays it up, gets the roll. And Molly Walton now, I've got her with, I believe, 8 points for the game. Dilk brings it back down. Taiwo in the corner, double team, back out to Dilk. Dilk is fouled. I think that's going to probably go. It's either Amaya Hamilton. I think it's Taya Urban that's going to go on. Yeah, that's on Taya Urban. She picks up her first foul, second team foul of the half. Dilk from three-point land, she gets it again. Amy Dilk with her first 3 points of the second half. That gives her a dozen now for the night. And the Greyhounds continue to build the lead. Molly Walton looking for help across to Irvin. Irvin has it tipped away. Ball goes out of bounds. Ends up bouncing off of the Royals, and the Greyhounds will get the possession.
Brad, I think that gives us 11 3-pointers.
Wow.
For Carmel.
What a performance. We're halfway through the third quarter here. Greyhounds with a 24-point lead, and Todd Windland got a timeout called, so while he's taking a timeout, let's hear from one of our sponsors.
Smith's Jewelers has been serving Hamilton County, including Noblesville, Fishers, Westfield, and Carmel, for over 65 years. Many jewelry stores have come and gone, yet Smith's remains. If one were to ask how and why, the answer would be our outstanding jewelry selection and customer service. The knowledgeable staff at Smith's Jewelers is eager to give our customers a memorable and positive experience. You can contact them at 317-773-3383 or check them out on their website, smithsonthesquare.com.
Well, for those of you watching at home tonight, it's been a clinic by Amy Dilk and Tommy Taiwo. They have combined together for 34 of the 46 points that the Greyhounds have put on the board. Greyhounds taking their time getting the offense set up. 24-point lead kind of lets the coaching staff, gives them a few more options. Dilk, double team. Taiwo. Back in the corner. Right out of the hands of Reagan Hune, and she is in double figures tonight with 11 now. Almost, she's got 8. I'm sorry, that's my mistake.
I think earlier there was a 3, and it was.
Yep. You're correct, Perry. I forgot to take that. We gave it to
Taiwo did it.
Yeah. Another jumper there by McWilliams. Got her at 7 points now. Intercepted again by the Greyhounds. Taiwo goes end to end, misses the layup. Ball into the hand of the Royals. They were triple teaming Molly Walton, but finally the Greyhounds back off. About 2.5 minutes here in the third quarter. Been all Greyhounds ever since the opening tip of this game. And Coach Chris Huppenthal got a timeout called there while the Royals were looking like they were going to lose possession of the ball.
Indiana Restoration, no job is too small or too big for Indiana Restoration Services. Whether you're a homeowner or a large business experiencing water, fire, storm, or just a homeowner that simply needs a good carpet cleaning, Indiana Restoration has you covered. You can contact them at 317-776-9942 or check them out on their website, indianarestoration.com.
You know, Perry, it's a 29-point lead for the Greyhounds, but to be very frank with you, this is not a reflection on the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. The Royals are a good basketball team, but you've got to give the Greyhounds credit. They came out to play tonight, and they have been making the plays on both ends of the court that they need to make, and they've also been hot from behind the arc, which makes a big difference. Royals trying to cut into the lead. Jackie Malucci trapped in the corner. She finally gets out of there. Malucci back to Sidney Parrish, who only has 2 points so far in this game. That one goes out of bounds, but it was tipped last by the Greyhounds, so the Royals will retain possession. 2:06, 51-22 in favor of the Carmel Greyhounds. Malucci, Sidney Parrish bounced off the backboard, did not get the points, but then the putback there, I believe that was, I think it was either Walton or Malucci. I couldn't tell which one it was who got that, but one of the two of them got that. They're crediting it to Molly Walton, so she now has 10 points in the game.
Molly Walton's had a good third quarter.
Yeah. Greyhounds setting up the offense. That one's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to go off of Amaya Hamilton. And the Greyhounds once again will retain possession.
That was Mackenzie Wood with the shot there.
Yeah. Reagan Hune to inbound the ball.
He's going to have to hurry.
That one's tipped.
Coach Todd
the Greyhounds called a 30-second timeout, so timeouts are going away quickly here for both of these teams.
Bill Clifford for sheriff. Bill Clifford is currently a sergeant with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office and is committed to his life to serving the community with integrity. As a resident of Westfield, his wife Cheryl and 3 kids, family safety is Clifford's top priority. And he understands the Sheriff's Office must be proactive against new threats in order to best protect you. For more information, follow the campaign on Facebook at Clifford for Sheriff. And remember to vote Bill Clifford for Hamilton County Sheriff on May 8, 2018.
You know, Perry, it's kind of a lopsided game here, to say the least, to put it nicely. But you still have 2 very, very good teams playing in this game tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And, you know, speaking of Carmel and Hamilton Southeastern, we'll be at Hamilton Southeastern High School later this week on Friday night for the boys' version. Malia Jackson takes it end to end, picks up points number 4 and 5 for the Royals. Royals have only scored 8 points in this quarter to 18 for the Greyhounds. Just about a minute remaining here in the third quarter. Amy Dilk almost got it on cruise control there, Perry.
Yeah, she's quiet. She is an outstanding basketball player, has total control.
Just fun to watch her play. She is so good.
Oh, what a
under the basket.
Pass.
That was missed by Mackenzie Wood, and that'll be a turnover, and that'll put the ball back in the hands of the Royals. .7 in the third quarter. Malia Jackson bringing the ball up for the Royals. Jackson back to Parrish. Shelby Ford drives, looks, turns. Ball goes out of bounds, but it's off the hands of the Greyhounds. See our friend Wes Sheely sitting there, the public address announcer at Fishers High School, right behind the Tigers sign there.
And both of us is good friend.
Yes. Malia Jackson misses the 3. And look who got the rebound, none other than Amy Dilk. Dilk for a long 3, she misses. That one's going to go out of bounds. The Royals are going to have it with 3 seconds remaining on the clock in the third quarter.
One of the very few misses she's had from three-point land today.
Mm-hmm. And the Royals don't even get a shot off. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's the Carmel Greyhounds 51, Hamilton Southeastern Royals 26. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. What about Noblesville Trophies? It offers a large range of products including sports trophies, corporate awards, in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provides you with the same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out, noblesvilletrophies.com.
Well, the highly favored Carmel Greyhounds have got a 25-point lead on the Hamilton Southeastern Royals here, with the final 8 minutes of this one to get underway here momentarily. And Perry, I don't think either of us expected this game to be a gap like this in this game, but we knew that both of these teams are capable of huge runs and putting a lot of points on the board, especially the Greyhounds, who average 70 points a game.
And they've definitely put on a clinic here today.
Royals with the first possession. A little bit of token full court pressure there. Molly Walton back in the corner to Taya Irvin. She misses. Rebounded by none other than Tommy Taiwo. Taiwo with 22 points in this game tonight. Royals get the turnover. That's Molly Walton coming down.
But it's a blocking foul or charging?
I believe that's going to be a charge, it looks like, because the ball is going over to the Greyhounds, and that's going to go on Molly Walton. So she picks up her second. Only the third personal on the Royals so far. Only 2 so far in the Greyhounds. The Greyhounds, after a disastrous first quarter at the foul with fouls, have really calmed down and only picked up 1 so far here. McWilliams with the shot misses, rebounded into the hands of Taya Irvin. Back to Sydney Parrish. Corner to Molly Walton. Walton to Hamilton in the corner to Parrish. Parrish just has not been able to hit anything tonight. And finally, Shelby Ford takes that ball back, and she gets her first 2 points of the game, making it a 51-28 lead for the Greyhounds. Malia Jackson steals the ball from Amy Dilk. She's got a nice, easy layup there.
And she missed it.
And she missed, but she did manage to get the ball back. Gets it over to Shelby Ford. Out in the corner to Molly Walton. She misses a 3, and it's finally rebounded by Tommy Taiwo. I think she had too easy of a shot there, Perry.
Yeah, I think you're right.
The Greyhounds bring it down. Taiwo with the shot. She misses, but picks up the foul, and she's going to shoot 2. Taiwo is a 91% free throw shooter. That foul, by the way, is on Malia Jackson, only her first of the game. Taiwo, who is basically Miss Automatic, picks up the first one for point number 23 on the evening. Taiwo gets the second one. Another D1 recruit going out of Hamilton County, Perry.
Yes, it is.
Royals having trouble getting the ball out of their end. Sydney Parrish brings it the length of the floor. Molly Walton for a 3-point. She misses. Rebounded. Royals miss again. That one is rebounded by Blake Smith. Lost to the Royals. Royals get it back again. And finally, Malia Jackson with the shot attempt. It's blocked, but she's fouled, and she's going to shoot 2.
Brad, I looked up real quick here. I was trying to find the most threes, and the most threes in a half is in girls basketball was in 2010 and 11, and it was 11 threes. So, it shows you how amazing.
Yeah.
That's a lot That's a lot of 3.5 for one team.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Malia Jackson's at the line for 2 shots. That foul went against Blake Smith. That's number 4 on her. Only the 3rd team foul of the half against the Greyhounds. Jackson puts the first shot up, makes the first one. Point number 6 for Malia Jackson. Taya Irvin picks up a foul on the second shot. That will be her 2nd, 4th team foul of the half.
Jump ball.
And I believe that's going to
go to Carmel.
Yeah, that's going to go to Carmel. A little bit under 6 minutes remaining in this one. 23-point lead for the Greyhounds. They jumped out to a 17-point lead in the first quarter and have not stopped since. A rare miss there by the Greyhounds. Another rebound back into the hands of Amy. Is that Dilk who got that one? No, that one didn't count, though.
Yeah, it was a foul before that.
Yeah, Jasmine McWilliams is going to shoot 2. 7th team foul now on the Royals. And that one's going to go on Shelby Ford. She picks up foul number 2. And McWilliams misses the front end of the 2-shotter. Second shot is good. Nothing but net for McWilliams. And that gives her 8 points for the evening. Molly Walton looking for some help. Back out to Malia Jackson. Jackson launches a 3 and she gets it. Malia Jackson with a 3-point goal. She's in double figures. She and Molly Walton are both tied at 10, and we have another foul being called here. I think this is going to go on the Royals again. Taya Irvin picks up that foul. That's going to be her 3rd, 8th team foul of the half, so it is a 1-and-1 situation. Amy Dilk is at the line.
This is her first time at the line tonight.
Yep. Sydney Parrish comes back in for the Royals. Greyhounds have done a great job on holding her. She's got 2 points tonight. First free throw is good, puts Dilk at 13 for the night. Todd Windland just pacing the sidelines there. 22-point lead. You can still see that energy and that nervousness in him.
That doesn't ever go away.
No, it doesn't go away.
I've watched him coach many games, and that is the way Todd Windland is wired.
14 points now for Amy Dilk. 22-point lead for the Tiger, or rather, we're at the Tigers' den, but that was Amaya Hamilton who picked up those 2.
Stolen, Molly Walton.
Molly Walton picks up 2 more. That gives her 14. Amaya Hamilton now with 7 on the night for the Royals. Down to a 19-point lead. Under 5 minutes remaining this one. Dilk challenged by Jackie Malucci. Back out to Sears. Sears just taking time off the clock. Back to Dilk. Tommy Taiwo. Taiwo sitting at, I've got her with 24 now, Perry.
That's right.
Tipped by the Royals.
Back and across.
So and that is going to be an over and back. So Molly Walton creates the turnover.
You know, and the Greyhounds is showing, the Royals are showing a little fire. They haven't given up yet.
No, a Chris Huppenthal team will not give up regardless of what the score is. It just is not in his vocabulary. Walton drives, lays it up, misses, but picks up the foul, and she's going to shoot a pair.
I think it's going to be on Maddie Sears.
That's where Maddie Sears picks up her first. That is the fourth team foul of the half on the Greyhounds. Greyhounds came out in the first half and had a lot of foul trouble, but they've had the foul line under control so far tonight. Molly Walton in the corner. Amaya Hamilton gets the layup. Hamilton has 9 points now for the Royals. Another one is taken away by the Royals. That's Sydney Parrish. Parrish driving under the basket to Amaya Hamilton. She misses, gets her own rebound, and puts it back in. And Amaya Hamilton now with 11 points on the night. And all of a sudden, we're down to a 17-point lead, what was over 20 a little bit ago. Rather, a 15-point lead, I'm sorry. Foul on the Royals there. Taya Irvin picks up that foul. That's going to be number 4 on her. 9 on the team now. We're going to change Tommy Taiwo's name to Miss Automatic. Put her at the line, and you're going to put the points on the board.
She's played a great day.
91% free throw shooter. 25 points so far tonight. Great ball player. And she just goes up there so calmly. Just shoot the ball in there. It'll go in. A lot of confidence. Royals under the net there. Amaya Hamilton scores again for the Royals. That gives her 13.
And Todd Windland wants a timeout.
Well, he's got 3 minutes and 38 seconds left in this game. With a 15-point lead, but he sees the Royals kind of chipping away at that a bit, Perry, and
he's just got to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good timeout. I mean, he's got to. You just got to talk to him, settle down a little bit here. You got a nice lead. Let's 3:38 left to go in the game. It's not impossible, but
well, the job that Reagan Hune has done tonight guarding Sydney Parrish has probably been one of the biggest differences in this game. Last night, we watched Parrish put 31 points on the board. Tonight, she's got 2 points, and holding Sydney Parrish to 2 points. That is quite an accomplishment, and Reagan Hune is to be complimented for that. That's a great effort on her part.
Absolutely. She has done a tremendous job.
Greyhounds with the ball. In the hands of Amy Dilk. Royals putting on some pressure there. Taiwo back over to Hune. Hune lays it up, gets the roll.
That was a great stop and go right there, and as far as shooting it, she saw him coming.
That's 10 now for Hune. And the Greyhounds take it right back. Here comes Taiwo. You can see Todd Windland motioning, just motion offense for a while. Royals trying to take the ball away, and I think we're going to get a foul called there. I believe it's going to be on Malia Jackson. Yeah, Malia Jackson picks up the foul. That's only her second. But that is a 10th of the half. So Amy Dilk, who's a 79% free throw shooter, goes to the line for 2 and promptly makes the first one.
Brad, isn't it amazing? The first half, it was all the fouls were against Carmel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This half, it's been the exact opposite, Southeastern.
Well, and the Royals have got to take that chance now, Perry, because they've just got to go for the ball. And all of a sudden, we're back up to a 19-point lead. A bad shot by the Royals, but recovered. Jackie Malucci over to Amaya Hamilton. Hamilton does not get the roll. And we're going to have another foul called on the Royals, and it's going to be 2 more shots down at the west end of the Tiger Den.
We got the Royals and the Greyhounds and the Tiger Den.
Yeah.
That's a tongue twister.
Yes, it is. That's foul number 4 on on Molly Walton. And Jasmine McWilliams goes up there and promptly puts the first one in. Second one is up. It is good.
That gives her 10.
Yep. McWilliams, a 78% free throw shooter. It's dangerous to foul the Greyhounds because you know you're going to pay for it. Another errant pass by the Royals, but the ball ended up going out of bounds. And I think what happened there, Perry, is I believe Dilk may have had her hand or her foot on the baseline when she batted that ball away. That's a 3-point goal for Malia Jackson. And we've got a foul called.
That's on Blake Smith. That's number 5, I believe.
If that is on Smith, that is 5. That is on Smith, so she will be out of the game. She'll complete her assignments tonight with 2 points. And Malia Jackson will have an opportunity for a 4-point play. Don't see that very often. And Jackson gets the points. Jackson's an 86% free throw shooter. We're having another foul called here.
It's against the Greyhounds. Reagan Hume's foul. That's 3 on Reagan Hume.
Yeah, 3 on Hume. 5 on the team. And we've got a foul on the inbounds play going against the Royals. Malia Jackson's going to pick up that one. That's her 3rd. And Macy Berglund, who came into the game to replace Blake Smith, is going to have 2 shots. Berglund, a 79% free throw shooter, gets the first one. I think this is the first she's been on the floor tonight. She's a junior, so she'll be back again next year. Berglund gets both of those. One thing you got to say about this Greyhound team, Perry, they are deep. A little less than 2.5 minutes remaining in this one. 3 on the way from the Royals. Amy Dilk with the rebound. She gets fouled. She'll go for 2 more. Maya Hamilton picks up the foul. That's her first. But Dilk, the 79% free throw shooter, will have 2 opportunities. She is 4 for 4 from the line tonight. 16 points total in this game. Now 17. Erica Adejua comes in for the Royals. 20-point lead for the Greyhounds. Looks like they'll be making the trip up north to Kokomo next week to represent Sectional 8 in the regional. Dilk takes the second shot. She makes it. 6 for 6 from the line for Dilk. Her last 6 points have been from the line. Her first 12 points were 3-point field goals. Coach Huppenthal putting some of his subs in now. Lydia Self going to get some playing time along with Erica Idejua. Erica, one of the 2 seniors on this team, along with Shelby Ford. Bill and Lucas, our crew out there in the Tiger Den tonight. Thanks to those guys for the great shots that they've got, the information they've been feeding to us here back at the studio. Also thanks to our executive producer, the man who is everything to everything at Hamilton County Television, none other than the world-famous Jim Wofford. Jim was sitting back here smoking a little cigar earlier. He must have... Well, he had one.
He's chewing on it.
He's chewing. Aha. Royals put number 44, Bailey Poor, at the line. Poor misses the first one. And the Carmel faithful is beginning to celebrate with under 2 minutes here.
And I would say Amy Delk and Tywell both went out of the game.
Yes, they are out.
Not a bad game for those two.
A great game for them. You can't take anything away from those two. They did a fantastic job. So Bailey Poore is going to be able to tell the grandkids and children someday that she scored a basket against the Carmel Greyhounds in a sectional.
Shows you how deep the Greyhounds are.
Traveling on the Greyhounds.
With Sophie Bear in here tonight's game for the first time. They had to bring her in early last night when Delk went down.
Yeah, I believe the Greyhounds, all their starters are on the bench now.
Yeah.
So see 10. Here come the Greyhounds back again. Some of the subs wanting to get the opportunity to get onto the board. That's Bear out to Tally Seitz. 3 on the way. She misses. One of the few threes that's been missed tonight by the Greyhounds. Back in the corner to Jackie Malucci. Malucci looks, puts a shot up, does not get the roll. That one is rebounded by Vanessa Mullins. Just about 1 minute left in this one.
Vanessa Mullins is a senior too, so it's nice. She's getting to see a little action.
Molly Gillig. Maddie Sears. Get to call some of these names you don't call very often. Sophie Bear. Vanessa Mullins. She drives. Misses the layup. Rebounded by Bailey Poore. We're down to 33 seconds in this game. There's going to be a foul called on the Greyhounds. I didn't see who got them there. Royals are in the 1-and-1 now, that being the 7th team foul. That one is going to go on Maddie Sears.
That's her second.
Bailey Poore missed the basket totally, so that ball will go out of bounds.
Mullins inbounds it to Baird.
68-48. 20 seconds remaining in this one. Greyhounds will be making the trip to Kokomo next week. Either play Zionsville or Lafayette Jefferson. Greyhounds just content to dribble the ball out, and that is going to do it. The final score, Carmel Greyhounds 68, Hamilton Southeastern Royals 48 here on Hamilton County Television. Perry, I think we expected maybe a little bit closer game, but boy, you can't take anything away from the Greyhounds. That first quarter, they came out like a house on fire and just set the tone for the game with a 23-6 lead in the first quarter and never looked back.
I mean, they had 5 or 6 threes the first quarter. They had 9 at the half. I mean, it was an amazing display of shooting by the Carmel Greyhounds, and it just took the Royals completely out of their game.
Yeah, the shooting percentage for the Greyhounds is one thing, but the other thing, and you pointed this out earlier in the game, Reagan Hune did an exceptional job on Sydney Parrish tonight. 24 hours ago against the Fishers Tigers, Sydney Parrish scored 31 points. Tonight, she scored 2. Big difference in the game. But anyways, to wrap it up here real quickly, the Greyhounds will be going to Kokomo next week. They will play at 10 a.m. We have not heard a score out of Logansport yet, so we're not sure who the Greyhounds are going to be playing yet, but they'll either be playing the Lafayette Jeff Broncos or the Zionsville Eagles. And we'd like to thank everybody who watched tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Girls Sectional 8 4A Basketball on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 25 years in business. Our other great sponsors include Noblesville Trophies, Community Health, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Smith's Jewelers, Indiana Restoration, Hamilton County Calendars, and Bill Clifford for Sheriff. Special thanks to Bill and Lucas for the great job they did at the Tiger Den. As usual, to Jim Wofford for his great job as our executive producer. And on behalf of Perry Williams, my name is Brad Silbert. Good night.